Hey guys, welcome back to Sip a Dip with Chelsea. For today's video, it is a subscriber request for Milky Ombre Neon Nails. I have seen this trend. They call it aura nails, outer edge ombre nails. I've seen it done with airbrushing, but today I'm going to show y'all how I did this look with just dip powder. So let's get started. As always, I have my peel base on. Peel base lets me keep up with filming content. It helps me pop the dip powder off in about 1 to 3 days without soaking in acetone. So if you like to change up your manicure often, this is a great product to have. With this particular technique, I want to have fast dry liquid, so I'm going to be using Cara Skies and their Milky White dip powder. To get started, I'm going to use my base liquid and do a full coat across the entire nail and then pour the powder over top. You can definitely dip into the powder if you'd like. I'm just enjoying the pour over method currently, and I chose this particular shade because I need it to be just a tad bit sheer with how I'm going to go about this design. Once I'm done with each of the nails and they're completely dry, I'm going to use my stiff scrub brush to dust it off. Here are each of the shades that I'm going to be using for this neon ombre. You can take a screenshot, but I'll also leave them linked down in the description box as well. I'm going to get started with this pink shade here and this eyeshadow brush. So this is a stiffer eyeshadow brush. Again, I'll leave it linked down in the description box, but we're going to be doing the scrub ombre technique today. So we're basically going to scrub this pigment around the outer edge of our nails. So first we're going to dip our brush into the powder. You don't need a lot of powder on there. We're just scrubbing the powder color onto the nail. So I'm going to start by going around this outer edge. Notice I'm focusing the brush basically on my skin. You want the most predominant of that pink shade to be all around your skin. And yes, this is going to stain your skin a tad bit, but I promise you it will come off. I will show you at the end of the video, but we are going to focus scrubbing it basically on our skin in this outer edge, going all around in a circular motion. It doesn't have to be perfect on this first pass. We just want a little bit of color on this first layer. I left this in real time, not sped up anything. You'll see I am also changing my hand to find what's comfortable and what's most natural to me. So you'll find your own rhythm as well. And I'm just going back over top one more time. Notice my brush is basically scrubbing my skin, and then just a little bit of it is going onto the nail. Because I have shorter nails right now, I don't want to overpower it with the pink. I really want that white to still be there. So focus all around your skin area and just work a little bit towards that center. You don't need a whole lot going towards the center because you don't want to lose that white in the middle. It's also very, very important to make sure that that first layer, your white layer, is completely dry before you're scrubbing pigment on this, because you could possibly ruin that first layer of dip powder. So using fast dry liquids is also a great suggestion. And of course, the brighter, more pigmented shades that you use, the easier this technique will be. Once we're done, we're going to use a stiff scrub brush to dust it off. Now with our base liquid, we're going to go back over top and do a full layer and pour the white over again. This is why I chose a sheer milky white shade, because it's going to give that perfect blended ombre look, and we still get the white, but it's not too overpowering. Once this fully dries, then we're going to use our stiff scrub brush to dust off the white. Now we're going to repeat these steps, making sure that first layer is completely dry. We're going to focus again at our skin and that outer edge, just brightening up the pink. We do not want to go too far in. We only want to brighten up this outer edge. So focus your brush on your skin and that free edge area, and that's it. You'll notice this second layer is going to be a lot faster because you've already put in that work. Tap off the excess and scrub it off. Now, let's say you're not really happy with the way the white looks. So I've got my fluffy eyeshadow brush here. I'm going to show you how to blend out that middle section. We're going to basically kind of clump the brush bristles together. I'm going to hold it right here in the center and just blend it out. This is going to brighten up that white and soften the pink area as well. Then I'm just going to tap off that excess white, and here's how it's looking. It's a nice blended ombre effect. Then I'm going to dust off that excess white, and I want to show you all this handy little tool. So this is called a color switch. You can get them on Amazon, at the Dollar Tree. I've seen them all over, but it's great for using when you're doing these ombre looks with multiple shades. All you have to do is just scrub your brush into here, and you can keep going into dipping into another shade. So you don't have to worry about them cross-contaminating or grabbing 100 brushes for this look. I finished up the other shades off camera because it is the exact same steps. And now we're going to clear encapsulate. So I've got my clear dip powder here, and we're going to do a full layer of our base liquid across the entire nail and then pour the clear dip powder over top. This is going to protect the color when we go to file and shape. I want to stress again that this is a messy technique, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. You can see I have blue all over my skin, but I promise with rubbing alcohol and even just Dawn dish soap or hand soap, it will come off of your skin. But I wanted to also show y'all that this technique can definitely be done with dip powder, but it is a little bit messy. Once it's completely dry, we're going to dust off that excess powder. Then with our Seal and Protect, also known as activator, we're going to apply a very generous layer of this to each of the nails and then wait 2 minutes for it to dry. After 2 minutes have passed, I'm going to use the 180 grit side to get my shape back. I am going to be using a matte gel top coat today because I want to show y'all how easy it is to get this color off of your skin. I'll also link a video down below on how to get matte nails with just dip powder liquids. So when doing any sort of gel products on top of dip powder, you don't want the nail to be too smooth. So I'm going to be skipping the buffing block. But if you're going to do your dip powder top coat or any sort of dip powder liquids, and you're going to continue on doing this technique with just your normal dip powder liquid routine, then keep going. Follow the same steps, use your buffing block, do the second activator, all the same things. But I just want to show y'all, I am skipping the buffing block because I'm using a gel top coat on top. So now instead, I'm going to use the 180 grit side to go across the entire top surface. This is going to smooth out the nail, but not too smooth. It's going to leave it rough so that the matte top coat has something to grab onto. Now that I'm done, I'm going to dust off that excess powder. And again, if you were doing your regular dip powder liquids, you want to go in with that glossy top coat, you would do your Seal and Protect, also known as activator, and just keep going. Follow your same normal routine. I plan to do another video showing y'all how to do matte nails with just dip powder liquids, but for now, I'm going to leave my recent one linked down in the description box if you want to get matte nails with just dip powder liquids. All right, so here it is, y'all. I'm going to show you with rubbing alcohol. This pigment comes right off. This is why I did the gel top coat, because I wanted to show y'all with just simple rubbing alcohol and a lint-free wipe, it will come off of your skin. I'm using this HEMA-free matte velvet gel top coat from Dipalicious Nails. I love this one. I've used it 100 times now, and we're going to do a thin layer across the entire nail. Remember, as always, it is very, very, very important to make sure you are not getting gel products on your skin, and we're also going to do a thin layer so it cures properly. So once I'm done with each of the nails, making sure I'm guiding it back but not getting it on my skin, doing a thin even layer across the entire nail, we're going to cure for 60 seconds. Subscriber requests are my favorite. I love when you guys send me designs, so if you have a design that you want to see recreated or attempted on how to do, I am always up for a challenge. So feel free to comment it, send me a DM, however you want to reach me. And now that I'm done, I'm going to cure for 60 seconds, and that's it. These colors have me so excited for spring. I love pastels and neons. I'm ready for some warmer weather. Thank you again to the subscriber who requested this design with dip powder. I hope you guys see it's totally doable. It's so beginner friendly. It is messy, but you can totally do this. Just choose maybe some faster drying liquids, make sure those layers are dry, and bright colors. I hope you found today's video helpful, and I'll see y'all next week.